Hello, this is Lady Boulay. Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, for your comments, and thank you for sharing the videos. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. I've been watching the funeral services of Angie Stone that was held in Austell, Georgia on Friday. The service was really very moving. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched a good bit of it. Very moving. Her family, her friends, some of them celebrities, but still seemed to be close friends. It was clear that she was still connected to the church, to the black community. And the way we do it is that when you stay connected to us, we stay connected to you. And you can keep a career going for a long time if you don't cross over too far. You can keep an audience. You may not fill up a stadium, but you can fill up the Fox Theater and you can make enough money to keep yourself going if you stay connected to the community. Because if you get so far out there and cross over so far, then you become Diana Ross. And then you're looking for a white audience that may or may not show up. Patti LaBelle is an example of a black artist who has stayed connected to the black audience and the black community. Patti LaBelle, who is not making hit records anymore, has parlayed her love of cooking into a $1 million industry. One year during Thanksgiving, they were saying that Patti LaBelle's sweet potato pies at Walmart was selling like 150,000 a minute or some astronomical number like that. She's making money hand over fist selling sweet potato pies at Walmart. And Aretha Franklin had also contracted to do something similar to that, but she got sick and wasn't able to do it. But those women stayed true to their roots. They've stayed true to their art. And I don't know what kind of dealings they've done, but they've stayed true to their culture. And so in their later years, when they don't want to get out there and make records and perform all the time, they can do something that they really love and it sells. And black people could do more and more of that if they would just stay grounded, keep their nose clean, and work on their hobby. And they can take a hobby and turn it into a business. And it wouldn't be that hard to do. Black culture sells. You don't have to sell yourself out. You don't have to turn your back on your people. Black culture sells. That is one of the things that I believe that our black celebrities need to really learn. You don't have to go out there and give away your talent or sell your soul. Black culture sells all by itself. People in the music industry, in the fashion industry, in the movie and TV industry, in the sports industry, especially in the sports industry, in every other industry in America, know that. They know that black culture sells, but black people are selling out because they have undermined us and make us feel that we're not as valuable as anybody else when really everybody is eating off of our plate. Black culture sells all by itself and it doesn't have to be mixed or remixed with anything else. But back to Angie Stone. This was tragic to me on a couple of levels, but at the main level, we were told that she died in a car accident. And now other stories are coming out that she didn't die inside the vehicle, but that she had gotten out of the vehicle and was sitting on side of the road and was hit by another vehicle while sitting on side of the road. As I listened to her funeral services and then went back to my Facebook page, there were reels coming through with her speaking. But I'm just wondering, is it possible for us to help each other more? Not just financially, but morally and spiritually. I want to show you two videos that came across my Facebook reels of Angie Stone.
Boss, listen, it's so many people think I'm so ugly. And it's cute because I know my heart is beautiful. And so for the people that show me that genuine love, I'm glad you don't judge a book by the cover, but you look at the inside of a person. I would want to think that everybody knows my heart and my spirit is genuine. So I thank all of you for all the love and support.
Okay, so that is something that got to be a thing probably in the 90s when that garbage rap got to be the thing. They didn't like the way the regular black American woman looked. She wasn't attractive enough to be in a music video. Fantasia was doing a music video and she wanted this football player that was friends with Jay-Z to be in the video. It is reported that Jay-Z told the guy not to be in the video with Fantasia because she wasn't pretty enough. But that guy went ahead and was in the video with Fantasia. Then here comes Jay-Z having a baby with Beyonce, who is very beautiful, but the baby came out looking like him. And then people were talking about that baby. They were dogging the baby. And see, that's how you can mark your own children, by just being so insensitive and hateful toward somebody else. Angie Stone was also in a relationship with the singer named D'Angelo. I think it was D'Angelo. They even have a child together. But when he got to be big, people started talking about her in the media. And then these are black people. And these are not necessarily black men either. Black women engage in that too, saying that she wasn't attractive enough to be with D'Angelo because she was older than he, but he chose her. But then other people got in it. Just mean spirited, upset about what somebody else looks like. Nobody could take away from the fact that she was a powerful singer and, by all accounts, a wonderful person. But her own people are going to go in on her and judge her based on white people's standards, because that's all that was, judging her on white people's beauty standards. And I'll also say this, that is what has gone wrong with black American music. They have tried to replace the voice of black American women with these funny looking people from who knows where who can't sing. People who have to go all the way back to the Stone Age to find that one drop of black blood. And they don't have the soul, they don't have the style, they don't have the essence of a black American woman singer. And so the whole thing has flopped. So what you got is these old men like Usher out there grinding up on people. And, I'm not saying he's not talented, but I mean, it does take all of that. The Temptations that stood there flat foot and sang. They weren't shaking their ass. They weren't grabbing their crotch. They weren't grinding up on anybody. They were singing. And they were the number one group in the country during times when it really was a racist country. I'm just saying. Can we be nicer to each other? My mother used to tell us it doesn't cost anything to be nice, and it really doesn't. But anyway, I just hate that for black singers, black women in particular, because you got people running around here that in black men looking like, Mighty Joe Young, and nobody's saying anything about what they look like. It's the black women that come up against this kind of insensitivity and meanness. It's just mean spirited. Because if you either you can sing or you can't. So anyway, when we got around to Lizzo, who is really pretty, but was overweight, Lizzo, I think that was her way of pushing back against the music industry, walking around with her ass out and everything, saying, I don't care what you think about me. But it was this hatred and this disdain for the black woman in the music industry who didn't look like a half white woman. So I'm just saying again, is it possible for us to help each other more, support each other more? How you gonna get upset about what somebody else looks like? And this person is very gifted and she has a beautiful spirit. And I like the way she looks when she's made up with her natural hair and her full features and all. I thought she looked beautiful. So I mean, it doesn't cost anything to be nice. It really doesn't. And all you're going to do in the end is going to mark yourself and your own children because it will come back on you. Now listen to this next video.
A lot of my publishing, a lot of my royalties, my mechanicals, they have all pretty much been stolen. After 40 something years in the business, I'm like, where are my royalties going? Because I'm not getting this. Come to find out, Universal Music has been receiving all my royalties, all my mechanicals. They've taken pretty much everything. They've stolen, I won't say stolen, but they have taken all the monies that were due to me. They have basically absorbed in that company. Even though there's several class action lawsuits, people that were working on my behalf never even registered the songs. All the songs that I've done, I'm only coming to find out they were not properly registered by the companies that I signed over to, people that were supposed to do their due diligence. So I am truly a walking testimony that God has carried me all this time, because if you only knew how much money they have taken from me, how much they have stolen from me, monies that I'm supposed to be, I should have been able to retire 20 years ago.
And I don't doubt what she said, and you probably don't either. But it comes back to us knowing our worth and then standing on business and supporting each other. It might be 50 or 100 years from now before we come into the knowledge of ourselves. We are unique in all the world, and that's value within itself. So when we can learn to help each other, respect each other, and protect each other, that is going to be the real beginning of our liberation. That's all I got to say about it. Thank y'all for listening. Let me know what you think about the video. Give me a thumbs up and have a good evening.